Real quick, because we are all about real talk, real reactions, and sometimes we got to talk about things that are relevant to shed some light and bring some truth. Hey everybody, welcome to the Ultimate YouTube channel. It's your girl, Rosalie. This is so freaking powerful. Guess what time it is? Let's keep this short and simple, but I had to come on here. So often we're stuck in our own little world, but it's all so much bigger than we realize. In a day and age where we're all being polarized and everybody and their mama wants to have an opinion and divide, I want to use my platform and speak on some stuff. Real quick, Billie Eilish getting heat, getting backlashed for what some people are calling a racist comment. Let's listen. Let's see what she said. Is it racist?
As you guys know, I'm Irish, so it's cool to be here.
Her eyes are so gorgeous.
I am not from here, obviously, but it's really cool to come somewhere and like everybody looks exactly like you. And you're all just as tasty as me.
To me, fairly straightforward. You got someone who is originally from Ireland or has Irish roots, was born and raised in America, as far as I know, but she's somewhere now where she is seeing other people just like her. I don't think she means white. I think she means pale. But even if she meant white, it is human. It is biological, tribal, instinctual thing that we do where we are looking for people that are like us. That's why a woman may feel more comfortable seeing another woman in a crowd of men. A man might be relieved when he can have another man to talk to. Kids will gravitate towards other kids to play with. Representation matters, and it doesn't just go one way. But why is she getting backlash? Well, some people are using their platforms, which is why I'm working on using mine to talk some truth. Some people are using their platforms to say things like, well-known singer Billie Eilish came out as an ethno-nationalist last night in Dublin, Ireland. It's cool to go somewhere and everybody looks exactly like you. And it's being said that some individuals on social media platforms like X interpreted those comments as insensitive or racist and xenophobic. And my response to that would be, some people need to go back to school. That is, to me, some of the worst critical thinking conclusion skills a person could have. I mean, Mike Powell could have not even jumped that far. That is so far-fetched. And now it needs to be said, there will always be people that have an opinion, and there will be those who want to stir the pot because they know it's going to get them views and it's going to get a reaction. So why should I even talk about this? Would it be smarter just to keep quiet and let these trends die out? Maybe. But I think at the same time, when you have a platform, you have a chance to speak on some of this. And I think the crazy thing is, unfortunately, we have these two extremes. People are polarized over crazy things, or we stay silent and ignore it, and it dies out on its own. Well, I don't know Billie Eilish personally. I don't know her heart or her mind, but she strikes me as someone who is really kind and sweet. And I take that comment as simply saying, it is so cool to see my own. And I can relate to that. The first time I started meeting some of my cousins and the Cuban side of the family more, I felt the sense of belonging, like it made sense. Like I understood why I looked the way I looked, why I had certain mannerisms and talked with my hands. And seeing the Latina side of me really helped me understand more of why I am the way I am. And I felt like I belonged. It was so nice to go, that's why I am the way that I am. I'm not crazy. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not annoying. I'm just me. And here are other people that look and sound like me. So I think, for one, we have to have enough critical thinking skills to slow down and ask a person before we jump to conclusions and judge another's character and accusing them of isms and phobia. Maybe ask, hey, how do you mean that? If indeed we take it a wrong way or it triggers us and we want to get defensive, maybe have some critical thinking skills and ask questions like, hey, this makes me wonder this or that. Is that what you mean? And let the person clarify instead of jumping to social media and assuming things. But also, let's also use dictionaries and common sense and look up the definition of what racism is, okay? Saying to people, you guys all look like me, and I know I'm not from here, but it's so nice to see my kinfolk. Representation doesn't just go one way. That does not just go for more melanated brothers and sisters who are relieved when they see themselves reflected in movies and in music. Very much necessary. I believe in representation. It is so nice to see other people that look like you being represented in the movies and in the music. It is nice when your people group is represented around you, but also represented in a good way. For example, my heritage, Germany. I want people to know all the great things Germany has done, not just the negative, right? We long to belong and we long to be known and for our existence to matter. For someone as pale and as beautiful and as bright and blue-eyed as Billie, I understand that she would be excited to see people that look like her. Again, people, let's have some critical thinking skills. Let's work on our conclusion skills to not infer incorrectly, to not assume causation, to not to mention correlation between topics that have nothing to do with each other. So again, the internet doing what the internet does, maybe it would be best just to ignore it so that it dies out on its own, because we'll talk about things and the next day there's something else trending. We have bigger fish to fry. Kids dying left and right, people hurting all around the world, people being suppressed, children suffering and starving. So maybe we should focus on that instead of judging a superstar at a concert for being excited that there are other people who look like her. We have this human desire to belong. We want to be represented. And we also long to understand where we come from. Would there have been any social criticism if this would have been a melanated cousin talking about being excited to be amongst her own? No. So shut up. Seriously, people, go back to school. Practice learning a little bit more about causation, correlation. Let's practice critical thinking skills. My goodness, and leave Billie alone with her beautiful blue eyes and her pasty skin. Good for her if she saw some people that look like her. Maybe it allowed her to tap into her heritage and celebrate. That doesn't mean somebody is a nationalist. And you know what? If they are proud of what they look like, good on them. Be proud of where you come from. Explore your roots. Celebrate that. That's part of existentialism, wanting to understand who we are and how we fit into this world. As long as we're not deeming one group better than the other, that would be racism. Then you're good to go. Leave that girl alone. My goodness. Mama Bear came out. What do y'all think? Subscribe. Let's talk more about the music world, and let's explore mental health and psychology. Let's be critical, but let's also be kind. See you on the next ride.